Hey guys, Novice Prepper back here with another video. Today's video is going to be about my EDC. I have two different types, one for social situations and one for work. The one for work is pretty set with these 6 or 7 things, and one for social situations, I kind of interchange a few things just because if it's a more of a familiar situation versus an unfamiliar situation where I'd be more comfortable or less comfortable. And by that, I mean if I'm around other of my known group who I know carries and has their setup, I probably won't need as many things. But yes, while it is still good to, of course, always be prepared within your limits and not weighing yourself down with 30 pounds of gear on like the daily. You want to go with minimal for whatever your needs would be in that moment. Versus when I'm in an unfamiliar social situation with people that are new to me, or it's going to be more of an excursion where there's going to be a lot of people. We actually went to the zoo, and at this zoo, they specifically say on their website you can carry, but just don't open carry. And you can't, of course, bring rifles or shotguns. So in that situation, I brought a few extra things that I actually packed into a backpack that I carried with me along with most of this stuff here, just because it was an unfamiliar situation that I didn't know anyone else there other than my group, and it was going to be a long excursion around quite a few other people and situations. So I took a little extra precaution, grabbed a few extra pounds worth of stuff, and just put it in a bag and let's go on a trip. Though, to start off, something you aren't going to see here, which I haven't gotten around to adding it yet, which I really should, is any kind of like medical or band-aids or any of that. It's on the list, again, as time and budget allows. Then I can expand and add things that I'm missing. So to start off with eye protection, or at least glasses and sunglasses and regular reading glasses. I'm just blind, so I need these. I'm not really a fan of hats. I mean, yes, it's good for the sun protection, but I just feel like I've never looked good in hats, so I just don't wear them. So that's also something that's not here. But I mean, if it's a super bright outing or going on a hike or something, I'll throw in a hat. My carry is a Smith & Wesson 9mm. This is the core model, the Pro Series. Magazine is 17+1. I carry Telos rounds from G2 Research. I don't have a full magazine of it anymore, just because I ended up giving some to close family because they also carry 9s. And of course, when I went to go buy some more, they were either out of stock or they were like $35, $40 for a box of 20. So I put that on the list later and then just filled the rest of it with these Blazer ammunition. Technically, I think these are target loads, but I mean, it's what I had on hand and it's what my budget allows at the moment because everything's just getting so expensive. I have 2 mags, Alien Gear mag holder with the little quick release belt thing, the belt attachment. I like it, but I'm not a huge fan of it just because how often I get this caught on stuff and it's actually ripped and detached this part previously. This little sliding bit has come off. So I may look at picking up another one or trying out a different type from Alien Gear. I have a We the People holster. I'm right-handed, so it goes on the inside. I've used it so much till little stickers come off, but everything else has been good and functional on that. Haven't really had any problems, though. Got to make sure you tighten it to the proper, for your carry, the proper tension. Little Coast flashlight. Top of my head, I don't remember how many lumens this is. It's adjustable. It does not have a red light setting. Takes, I think, a couple of AAA batteries. 3, if I remember correctly. Throw those in there. Has two settings in the focus, the light setting, or the dimmer setting, and then the brighter setting. Gerber multi-tool. This is the other one I have that's not in my go bag. Since I carry this in my front pocket and this in my back right pocket, I usually either keep this in a jacket or just clip it to my belt, maybe around my 11 o'clock, just so my pockets aren't full of just miscellaneous stuff. If it's more of an unfamiliar situation, as I spoke of, I'll put this, it's a fixed blade Gerber, at my 9 o'clock, just thread it through with a belt, and it's very low profile, so it keeps up against my side, so it's not this bulging knife. But I only use this in special occasions, or wear this on special occasions if it's an unfamiliar situation. Just a standard little watch, nothing super unique about it. I didn't want to get a G-Shock just budget wise. Wallet, of course, everyone needs their wallet. Carmex. Here's a little tactical pen, quote unquote, with a little glass breaker. I've carried this for quite a few years. I was usually carrying the other standard pens, like one of these, but the clips kept breaking on them, and then they would just disappear, or I'd be doing some labor and it would come out and it would be all shattered. So I needed something that would be able to stand up to my everyday life at that moment, or at the time. So I switched over to one of these. I think I got it from like tacticalgear.com as a promo gift for spending like $30 or $50. Here's another Gerber. This one I usually use to like open letters or other small packages or anything along those lines, because most people, as previously stated in another video, get a little awkward when you open something like this out in front of them, because it's, you know, the size of a palm, maybe 5-inch blade, 4 and change. So people get a little weird about that. Zippo light source, of course. A little power pack, which I think this one might need to be charged just because I used it. And then, of course, spare charger. Unless it's like, 95 plus, I usually wear multiple layers. So, undershirt for the carry, so it's not chafing against my skin or I'm getting sweat all over it and having to clean it every other day. Usually just a standard plain black t-shirt, a flannel, and then maybe a jacket over it if it's a little cooler. So I try to keep, this in the jacket, these in the pockets. The way I have it set up is these are in my right pocket, and I have it so when I reach for it or reach for something in my pocket, I'm reaching for this first. That way, if need be, then I can pull it out and do what I need to do. I usually keep these along with my phone in my left pocket, or if I'm wearing cargo pants, I drop it on one of the sides. Same with the flashlight. It's either in the cargo pants on one of the bottom pockets or in my jacket pocket. Keep this on the belt maybe around my 11 o'clock when I'm not clipping this to the belt. Glasses, usually the flannels I wear have the shirt pocket. I'll keep that in there. This I try to keep in the interior pocket of a jacket. Just a little chest pocket. Of course, this on the wrist, this at my 3 o'clock. And then sunglasses, I usually just hook it to my necklace, because I don't like to do the whole Hollywood thing and stick it to my forehead, because I've broken a few pair that way, so I just don't like to do that. Keep my wallet in my left back pocket, and because that's just more what's comfortable for me, because I've tried the right pocket. It just doesn't work with me personally, but I mean, every person has their own. Keep the charger with the battery pack in the shirt pocket or the jacket pocket. But if I'm not wearing a jacket and it's just a flannel, then I try to integrate some of the other stuff in with my standard pockets, whether it be the front or the back, depending on if I'm gonna have to sit down. If I'm not, I'll just have to, I usually just throw the flashlight in my back left pocket with my wallet, these in my back right, and then I'll hook the multi-tool on my belt somewhere, usually on my left side, because that's just the first grab for it. And this is my just social everyday kind of EDC. I'm gonna switch it over, and then I'm gonna grab the stuff I would use for my work EDC and just go over those as well, though it's gonna be mostly the same thing. Alright, so this would qualify as my work EDC. Sunglasses, since I work rotating shifts, I don't always use those. I use a Fitbit just to keep track of everything, movement, steps, and calories, and all of that. Charger and power bank, I usually keep those in my lunchbox. The things I usually keep on me would be, and I usually keep my glasses in my lunchbox as well, because sometimes I need them for different jobs, and then other times I don't, just because I'm not doing those specific jobs that day. So this would really be the stuff I keep on me. And since it's a manufacturing facility and we have the lockout tagout procedures, I usually keep my set of locks on me as well. But I don't want to bring those out because they have my information on it, and I just don't want to pass that around to everyone. But I mean, it's just a standard. I switched out you usually switch out the that smaller groover with the multi-tool in my back right pocket, just because I won't need that for anything of that's the words. The need on that would be different. Since we're not supposed to have any outside knives, I wouldn't necessarily need to pull that one out. The main self-defense items for my everyday while at work would be the knife and the reinforced pen, but it would mostly be the knife. And I've had some practice with a quick deployment for it, so it wouldn't really necessarily be too bad, because it is a closed facility and there are cameras literally everywhere. Of course, I'm supposed to wear safety glasses and gloves with my job, but I don't have those here just because I keep them on site. And this has been my EDC, both my social EDC and my work EDC. Thank you for joining me on the journey to preparedness. If you like this video or have anything to add, comment, and if you want to see more stuff like this, give me a subscribe and let me know what you think. Novice Prepper out.